Hey guys, hope you're doing well and great. All right, in this content for today, I want to share with you about your business strategy, right? So let's say if you're in a marketing agency or you're in a consultancy agency or any agency that try to help the clients, here's one thing that you have to understand. The business itself, right? So easier for the clients, the same thing for you and for the client, but you're trying to help your client as a partners or as a consultant, right? So here's what you have to understand is that you are the strategic partner for your clients. That's the only reason why they hire you. They want to understand what is their weakness and their strength, basically. With you, they find the opportunity and other threats, which is the competitor. So if you cannot figure out this for your clients, then you might always look for the new clients, the new campaign, the new leads, all those things. It's gonna be overwhelming for you guys. So very quick note, right? So the only thing that you have to, or the purpose for your business is supposed to be help your clients as a strategic partner, not just somebody who's fixing a little bit patches here and there, right? So I've seen like many social media marketing agency guys, they want to do just one portion of the business, right? But as a business owner, if you're trying to invest on something which will help your business to grow, right? They don't actually want to look or say, me being in an industry, like if somebody comes up to my restaurant and say, hey, I can do this particular things, I just have to know like how does he do that things, that little part of the things, and I can just do it myself or ask one of my staff to do the work. So now if I can do that and I can replace you, right, then what's the use of you know where it's going. So basically that you're out of the business. So when you get into the business with your clients, right, when you propose your business, you have to ask as a strategic partners, you have to understand the vision, the mission, and the goals of their business. So the vision and the mission and the goals of the business can be described in like two forms. One would be the long term and the short term. So where do you want to involve right now, right? Do you want to be a strategic partner for the long term or for the short term? Now, let's say in a business, right, there is a lot of channels that you have to work around. So one of the things that you have to understand is that, do you really understand what are all those segments or the channels of the strategy that the business owner has it, right? Here's one thing that you have to understand. If you do not have the understanding of the niche market, if you do not have the understanding of that business that the client is operating, you will not be able to help. See, you come up with an application that you want to do A to Z, right? The zig and the zag stuff, right? But here's the disadvantage of that strategy for your business as a marketing agency or a consultancy agency is that you are replaceable easily, because if they can buy the platform, the technology, or learn a little bit of that, they can do it by themselves. So today you offer your clients, hey, I can do this for you for $4,000, $5,000 a month, right? That's a great deal for you, because the customer, the clients basically is not aware of the platform yet. So that's the reason they opt for your service. Now, let's say they work for you 1 month, 2 months, they understand how the system works. So they will investigate and see how they can afford those applications. Now, this application, what you have used for your clients, probably if it's not your own applications, and if you're using like third-party applications to help the client's business, they will buy that. They'll subscribe to those applications and they'll hire somebody from Fiverr or from Freelancer or from Upwork. So you're easily replaceable, right? So that's not something that you want to work on. The reason is because if you're replaceable, then you are putting yourself in a stress mode, right? That basically means that what happened if this client leave me and they have to search for the client and the client and the client, and it goes on and on, it never ends. You know the system, you've been in this business. If you're new to the business for like 3 months, 6 months, or a year, probably you may not know it, right? But if you have been in this business for more than a year and you are still looking, chasing those new clients, then I think the only reason, the problem here you have to rectify or say identify is that what are you doing, your business? You got to modify, change your business model or the approach or the service that you want to package and serve to your clients. So that's one of the things that you have to really understand. If not, then you're just riding on a hamster wheel trying to collect a penny, whatever is the leftover. So it's not going to work out for you guys. So if you're in a marketing agency or consultancy agencies, try to figure it out first, the niche business. What is the business, and try to understand what are the various factors that is aligned with that business. So for example, let's say you want to go and get a clients who are into let's say a lawn mower, right? The guy who cut the grass, right? So now you want to contact this guy, and so this guy has one business, one LLC. Maybe he has 4 or 5 staffs, and he has some of these clients already, right? So now you are only attacking, or say approaching only one client, right? So this client just wants to make sure that he always get the next business. But are you helping on getting this lawnmower clients to get their business every now and then? For how long? You know, the only thing what they need this kind of a business model is that once they have a group of audience, basically the customer database, let's say you build up 50 to 100 customer database, they probably will not need you. They will not need you, because they can always call them back and say, hey, you know, the grass has grown a little bit taller now. Would you want us to come back and cut the grass? All those things. So they can communicate. So here you are kicking yourself out of the game, right? Out of this whole system itself. So here's what you have to do. Now, when you are approaching this lawnmower company, for example, right? He is one LLC, just one business owner, and got some staff. Looked in this way. First, understand who are the clients, or who are the customer for this client. Understand there, and also understand what are the system that need to be taking place. How will this guy grow? That's what you have to think. That's when you come in as a strategic partner. So you just do not provide this client all the customers that he can get for the month, the year or so, right? You don't have to just focus on this little narrow thing, little small entity things, right? You have to focus beyond that and help your customer or your client, saying that, hey, you know, how about we try to get the next 60 clients, this next and not leads, clients, right? This is basically 60 service to 100 service. So when you are able to do this 100 service within a short period of time, the first thing is that you build the system for the client, and they understand that you're a very fast moving person. That also means that they attract you now, because they are getting cash from your partnership, right? So that basically means that you've got the clients for this customer for these clients, and they're able to generate money every now and then. So that basically means that they trust you. Now here's the thing: if you want to retain this client for a longer period of time, talk to them how they can scale. So if they are in one city, go for the next city, the third city, the fourth city. Their system is very simple. You have to work around with this client to create SOM, right? Standard Operation Manual, or SOP they call it, Standard Operation Procedures. You create this system for the client. It's not that expensive. You can do that, right? If you're in a marketing agency or consulting agency for more than like 2 to 3 years, you have known this term already. So create those systems for the client, and as you've been working with them as a strategic partner, try to expand your client business, right? Build that brand in such a way that people, the next guy within the same city wants to buy that brand and wants to use that brand for their own business. In this case, it's going to be a franchise model or a license model. So that's what you have to look into it. Just do not work on one particular small things and try to get the clients every now and then to this customers. It's not going to work out, you know, because at the end, as I say, like, you know, when you work into this agency model, you only think about what is the best things that your applications can deliver. The worst thing is that when your clients get to know that these are the applications that you guys are using, and they're paying more, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars every month, there is always an option for them to kick you out, and you don't want to be kicked out from their business. So here is what you have to understand at the end. The business is always stretchy, and you need to strategize things well for the long term and for the short term. So work with your client as a strategic partner. Come up with the short-term plan and the long-term plan, and you're going to be there to help out on executing those short-term plan and the long-term plan. So the short-term plan is get client, get the service, bring the money in a short period of time, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Well, if we promise it, make sure you over-deliver. That's it. Very simple. Once you're able to deliver it, once your clients knows that you can bring in 50 to 60 to 100 clients within 2 to 3 months, they know, they trust you. At that point of time, leverage those and go to the next strategy, which is going to be for the long-term plan. Now, when you jumped into the long-term plan, your client probably not know what's going on, right? But here's the thing. Show them what you are doing and how you did it, but never reveal how you're going to go for the next phase, because if you want to be in the business as a strategic partner, you got to be very careful, right? Because the world in this business, you know it. Take it and leave it. That's always the business. If they don't get much from what they pay, it's all about investment. There is always investment, and the investment is all about where do I get more return. So if your client is getting more return from your business, of course they will invest on your business. But if the client is not making more money from your business or from their investment, that means they will not deposit any cash on your business. That's it. Very simple way, right? So you have to understand, guys, if you are in a marketing agency or any agency, and you don't have to necessarily focus on the entire general things, right? Be specific to one industry, understand that industry, and learn that industry. How do you do that? Very simple way. Just browse around on a Google search, or read a lot of blogs, watch YouTube contents, go to Facebook pages, join the groups of that particular niche, and read people concerns. Write it down. Just freaking don't read it. Write it down. Okay, this person has this question. How did somebody answer it? You gotta know. You gotta write at least, if you want to make a 6-figure or 7-figure in a year, you have to at least write down 100 pages of the queries that people have related to that business. So for example, in cases, if you are talking about the lawnmower, you want to get into the business of the lawnmower, because there is not only one side all the time, there is always 3-4 sides. So there will be a guy who's talking about what's the best machine for the lawnmower company. The second would be, how do you get the clients? How do you retain the client? The third would be, hey, I'm the business owner. How do I do this? And there will be other guys, like for the agency like you, who's going to be sharing like how you have to do this. So there's going to be a lot of conversations going on. You got to skim it, all those information, and extract the best and deliver the best for your clients. So it will take a time, but this investment is going to be worth for you for the long run. Because if you don't want to run around all the time, have the scarcity in your mind, and then kind of worried about what's the next gig gonna be, where is it gonna come from, you don't want to do that. You just want to get out of that system, because the thing is that many people are doing that, especially young ones, right, who's just got into the industry, got a couple of $1,000, just throwing out all their money on this Facebook campaigns and all to get the leads. Hey guys, if you have been in this industry for more than like 2 to 3 years, you know the system, you know the entire framework of this business. The only thing what you have to understand is focus on one niche, understand their industry in depth, and then deliver as a strategic partner for your clients. I hope this content is helpful for you. But at the same time, I want to give you a heads up. If you are interested to learn this kind of content, I'm going to be creating a course. Well, actually, it is a course that I have already created, but there's a portion that I'm still working on it. But I'd like you to enroll for this if you would be interested. Because it's not focused on one specific niche. The model is the same for every niche, but you just have to kind of first, at this point, enroll for it. And when I get your email address, your name, and all those things, I'm going to send out to you this email when the day I'm going to be releasing the course. It's very interesting. So like I say, hey, don't go for the quantity, right? You want to go for the quality. Don't go for the high volume and low ticket. No, you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to go with a high volume and a low ticket. You're going to burn out. That's the reason many agencies, they fail in 6 months, 1 year or 2 year, 3 year, or let's say 5 years up to, right? Because they do not apply this system. They do not apply this simple model. So if you would like to, like I mentioned, enroll for this program, I'm going to be sharing the link in the description. Feel free to sign up. Well, I'm not going to ask you for anything, just your email so we can communicate. And if you really wants to join, upgrade your business to a, let's say 5x, 10x, this is right model for you. I'm not just sharing you because I just learned from somewhere else. I've been in this industry. I've been in a corporate executing billions of dollars for big corporate like Hewlett Packard, Dell, Microsoft, and other companies in the food industry. So that's my niche, right? So I understand this part, and at the same time, I've seen a lot of guys are struggling to scale their business, right? The mentality to scale is totally different. You don't have to go with everybody where they are, getting this, whatever the things getting done, right? You don't want to follow everybody. Just be different from everybody and make the challenge for yourself and try to achieve all those things with the right system, with the right instructions, with the right guidelines, and with the right framework. I hope this content was helpful for you guys. If you do like this content, feel free to share to your friends, folks, family, mom, dad, sister, brother, anyone, right? And I hope you will support this kind of a content from me. For that, I'll just ask you to subscribe and feel free to comment, share your feedback. All right, until the next video, see you guys.